So you can say that by inserting them into your between spaces created by your two volumetric gestures that we just discussed. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's like two types of volumetric operations you're doing. Sturdy connections of units and draping of your thing. Draping of elastic material. Elastic-like surface. Skin. Right?
Yes.
Understand it? No.
I understand this too.
Okay, good. So by these two operations, you create the range of between spaces, right? Of different sizes. Different sizes, right? And their size might be the different size and different nature, different experience, right? So you're following me? No?
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop me when you stop understanding.
Okay.
So you do have this range of space, which is some small and like maybe very like busy with surfaces and connections. One is very wide and bright, and it might be like I don't know, performance space or something like this. Some is like 3 level tall but narrow. Okay, so you have this like range of different spaces created only by two operations, but they produce like an infinite amount of interesting conditions, right? Then you take your cranes, which are all the same size, approximately, right? But same scale, same size, and by putting them in those spaces, you underline how different they are from each other, because you start comparing all of them into the figure of the crane.
No.
So the crane becomes a measuring device for your whole building. You know what I mean? So every time you look at a space, you always relate it to your crane. You know, it becomes a reference point.
Okay, I understand it.
Because then you see, like, you have one space where it barely fits, maybe, right? And it's like your space goes like this. And you're kind of, it's a very narrow space. Like the crane is tight. Like you build a very tight house. Okay? And then another one, it's here, and then you have like space like this. And so it immediately creates a reference point for your spaces.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Got it.
So then you kind of start appreciating, you start understanding how vast and different they are. Because they all give different conditions for preserving the heritage of your site. So they kind of frame your...
Like the crane is a frame, or my building is like a kind of frame.
Your building is a frame. You have them. It's like you have this herd. You know what herd is? No. Herd is like when you have a lot of sheep or you have a lot of goats. You know, like herds, like a big amount of like animals running together. Like you have a herd of cranes from your side that you have. And then you create this frame, this volumetric frame from them. And you put all of them in different spaces. Some are very tight, some are very wide. But they're always around them because because you can say that it does belong, the ground belongs to them. Okay, it's their natural habitat. The natural habitat of your cranes, and you just drape or combine your sturdy elements around them, and you give them a new house that way.
Got it.
Okay,
like make it as a reference point and use the scale of it to make a rule of the other,
to make comparisons.
Got it.
Yeah, and then to see clearly the difference between all those weird spaces that you create. Because you would always relate them to that. You would always have. You would have also at this point, and it's a reference point because if they were there, there's something that is there. It's there. They own it. It's like they inhabit it. They talk about this. So the cranes, they inhabit the space, and you don't want to you don't want to perform this colonial act of removal. You keep them. So it's in a way it becomes almost a restoration project, like quote unquote. Okay.
What's that called?
Restoration, like not in a literal sense, restoration, right? It's kind of like, so you're so, like, if you would have a historical building, right? You were always so careful, right? Like, you keep some parts, some you remove, but you're very respectful to it, right? When you do a restoration of a historical building. So you're basically having the same approach to an industrial site, as if you're restoring it. You know, so you're keeping them. You're like, well, no, they're here, they belong. We're not going to remove them. But I'm going to create all these weird experiences around them. So they're not going to interfere. They're not going to participate. They're not going to interfere. But they would be like, they would be the witnesses of the change. Okay, do you know who witnesses?
No.
Ask me. If you don't know, say something, ask me, please.
Okay.
What's the witness is like when the crime is committed. There are people who saw it. They're called witness.
How to spell it?
Someone is over there, like, beating someone up, you and me were witnesses. We saw it happening. Okay? We saw it happening, and we can testify. We can testify, and we can say, okay, this is what happened. I saw it with my own eyes. Okay? This is called witness. You understand?
Yeah.
So Ukrainians, they become the witness of this transformation. Okay? Repeat it.
Like the coin is reference, like the reference point and the unit is like to help people to know like the difference between each intersection space.
In between the space that you create here.
Is this one?
Yes. And then you have two movements, right?
Like one is like two units bumped together.
Two sturdy, strong volumes that form connections. Yeah. Then you have another one which is smooth, elastic, penetrating surface, skin. Right? Good. All of that. Build around those things that are witnesses to the transformation of your site. At the same time, the reference points, which can help you compare the volumetric conditions of the in-between spaces that you created by these two things. Okay? Got it.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah.
Sure.
But do you know how to spell the witness?
WITNESS. Yeah. Witness.
Okay.
Witness, reference point, however you want to call them, two operations. Okay? Like a very gentle transformation of the area. Okay? Which might not look gentle, but your approach to it, your feelings, are like a bit sentimental even. You know? Because you're leaving them in a very sentimental way. But then the things that you build around them are like pretty strong, you know, and invasive. So
what's the invasive?
Invasive? It's when you're not invited somewhere, like invading someone's privacy. Like you're sitting in your bedroom, and I don't knock. I'm just like, "Hi, Zoe," and I open the door. I'm invading your privacy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, something that when you're not really invited, but you're like in a very like rough manner, you enter a certain space or a certain relationship. So you're doing this essentially because you have like your building is big and strong and like so different from everything else is around. So it is invasive, you know. But at the same time, it might be invasive from the outside. It's like it's a big image, but inside you're being very gentle and considerate of the former inhabitants. Okay? I think this is a very interesting thing to talk about. Okay?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Write it for Friday.
Okay, so, got it. Thank you.
Sure. I think it's fine. I think it works.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do you think it works?
I think
I think it works. Don't go there to black hole.
Okay. I also look for this one.
It's good that you look at it. It's good. It's a good references, but
it's not very helpful for.
It's not helpful for references, and it's gonna raise a million of questions that you don't. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Don't.
Okay.
Not sublime. No one's ever gonna talk about anything else besides technological sublime.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.